Hey, some gadget guy. We're gonna work on the 3000 GT VR4. We need to put the new alternator in it. The old alternator does not seem to charge. So in order to get that sucker out, here's the new one. So in order to get the old and new one out, I did have to remove my electric fan. You'll be removing an alternator bracket, a little baby bracket that you'll come across, which will be pretty helpful to remove. It's also along the alternator area. That timing cover for the front bank. You remove all the little covers off the bottom of your arrow, dam deflector on the bottom. You remove your turbo tubes, the ones that are in the front. On the engine, you'll be removing the serpentine belt. Got some booklets here to help you break it down. You can pause it on there if you need to. They also disassembled the alternator. You can rebuild them. So this is the, I'm gonna go show you this little fixing nut and tension pulley on the bottom of that picture. I'm gonna go show you that, because it was pretty important to get to it. In order to get to it, you had to remove your active arrow. It was a good time to remove it, and good idea. This is the engine that drives the little active arrow, this little motor right here. When that thing goes down, this little bracket and this opposing bracket down here, they mount to this bottom of this plastic air dam. And that's what goes up and down in your car when that motor activates. So it brings it a little more aerodynamic, drops it down a few inches. You can actually feel it in the car, so it's kind of a fun feature. But you do want to remove it to get to the driver's side. There's a panel in here that I found you had to remove, about 6 bolts or something in it. There's a bolt in the front of it, right here my hand is, and that bolt was real hard to find. You had to go up behind the cooling, go up into there, and it was back in there somewhere. There's a bolt, I think that's the hole right there. So, you know, no big deal, we just have to get to it. It's hidden behind your inner shroud. This pulley here is the one that you want to loosen that nut in the center, and then above it is, this one with my finger pointing at it, is an adjuster. So you loosen that left or right, and it adjusts the tension on the belt. So it's kind of helpful to get this big panel out of the way. Then you go up in there and you can get to that thing. So this is the most important pulley you're looking for if you're doing the job. That little bracket I showed you earlier mounts to those 2 big bolts right there. And so it's helpful to remove that little bracket when you're pulling the alternator out of this little space. But again, other thing you have to do, you get that electric fan out. You get the 2 bolts up here, one right here, one right there. But from underneath, you had to get up in there, and they were, you know, at the bottom of the radiator itself. But you had to access them without this covering away. So, you know, drop that cover while you're down here, re-bend all the bars that flex that thing and make your job worth it. Well, hopefully this does something for someone. Have a good day, guys.